how's it going, Kingsman? Welcome back to another NTW3 battle from the Lords Tournament. Today we have two more clans facing off in a 4v4. This is the Hiller and Napoleonic's clan. This is actually a more recent battle. Again, I'm picking up from, and this one is a 42 points on each side. And it's going to be on Italy 1A. They're going to be using the 1809 5th Coalition Corps. Hitler will be playing the Austrians, and the Napoleonics will be playing the French. And yeah, before this battle kind of kicks off, I'm going to make sure to kind of go over the corps on both sides. First, let's go over Austria, who is in the distance still here. They are going to be having a... Oh, shoot, they don't have the number points. Shoot. They have a Hiller, which I believe is a 9 or 10 pointer. Bellegarde, I think is a... not sure, actually. I can't remember Bellegarde. You have a Liechtenstein. I believe he's a 10 or 11 pointer. Then a Johann. Actually, I think they're all 9 or above points on both sides. Then Davout. He is a 12 pointer, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, we have him on here. Oh, no. Davout's 10 pointer. You have an 11 point Lannes, 10 point Messena, and 11 point Eugen. For the French. Now, a lot of heavy numbers on the field here today on both sides. Every army is -1 of the Austrian armies is at 18 or above, and a lot of them actually are at 28, 24, 25. Yeah, so we have a lot of troops, which is going to make for a very exciting battle, cinematic battle. Not a lot of cavalry on either side. Looks like most units or most corps only have about 3 to 4 cavalry units each, so no cav corps. This is going to be an infantry on infantry fight, which is definitely my favorite, with a little bit of artillery obviously being involved as well. Eugen has 4 units here. He has some Italian heavy cavalry, and then just some dragoons, looks like. Now, to preface this battle by saying, guys, I apologize. Getting over being sick, which is why I didn't post. I was coughing all over the place, and I don't think it would have made for good recording, but still recovering. So I apologize if it's hard to understand me, because I am a little congested still. But we will power through. We will power through this replay. So a horse artillery from Messena setting up. He does have some chasseurs cheval pushing up to make sure that artillery does not get run over, because I'm expecting any second to see some Austrian cavalry make their appearance. Potentially some lancers or some hussars. There they are, because I see the general sitting right there. And we have our first cavalry. Now we may, let's see if the chasseurs cheval actually, try holding this. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. This hussar unit will run them down. Yep, they're gonna charge them. Horse artillery calls a hasty retreat, and they get themselves out of there. Obviously, they don't have enough cavalry. They have dragoons pushing up, but Austria's trying to scare them off. I think they're hoping to get to this LOC first. Not gonna happen. Now, this other LOC in the town, Austria is definitely gonna get to first. Look at that. They have general right here, the infantry probably right here, so they will get there on this road way more quickly. This one is a toss-up, because you have French cavalry almost there. Now we are starting to see an Austrian army on the hills. He will have this high ground. This is perfect for an Austrian defense, at least to support the attack on this town. But we have a lot of French cavalry. Dragoons pushing up from Eugen. And I hear drums, so yes, we definitely have infantry here. We'll see how they play this. But yeah, France is not close to these LOCs here. And if we look at this map, there's a 4-pointer in the town. Of course, the French have a 4-pointer over here. That's probably, yeah, they're easily gonna be able to control that. But then the 3 1-pointers, obviously one of the 1-pointers here controlled by France. And they have more over here. Ooh, do we have cavalry? No, France can take that. There's no way that this cavalry would want to risk charging that many skirmishers. They may get one, but then they're going to get run or shot to pieces so quickly. Still very beautiful looking uniforms here. Not my favorite uniforms, but still, got a little drip to them. And of course, you have the Voltigeurs ready and waiting. Get some sniper kills. well, as much as you can be a sniping in Napoleonic Wars. But it does look like they are pushing a little bit more towards the town. But like I said, guys, I doubt they're going to make it into town. Now we'll see where this fighting actually happens. This is a beautiful open field here that Austria and France could clash on. Messena being at the forefront of that. Or maybe it's going to be Eugen facing off against the Austrians over here. Maybe there'll be a push for the town, into the town, down the road. Or there'll be a big fight out in this open field. Or a big fight in this open field. Who knows? And that's an exciting thing. We will find out very quickly. Now, we have seen this map played multiple times in the past. We've had some really nice fighting happening in this open field over here. But we'll see where they end up. Now, something to notice, Eugen is on his own. And then you have Davout, Messena, and Lannes all rolling down this road together. Now, of course, that is the path of least resistance. Very quick to move troops along. No terrain to get in their way, slow them down. They do take this. They set in some L3s, some line infantry. Probably not a very large unit, 64 men. Just to hold it in this grenadier unit, maybe. The Grenadiers in this mix-up. Yeah, Austria is going to be over here. There's a general sitting right here. Has been probably garrisoned a majority of this. Still, the skirmishers probably will get an eye on the enemy very quickly here. Still curious why the French haven't tried to push out and try to scare back any Austrians from taking this LOC. I mean, he has some L5s who are rushing for this house, I'm assuming. Still, they're going to be a little delayed. And you look at this, he's starting to peel off his corps accordingly to protect the left. Have guys in the center, and then a little bit on the right. Messena rolling in, probably to see what's what in the town. We do have some Austrian cavalry behind the French. So we have some infantry and light. There are line infantry and light skirmishers here. Trying to do some scouting of this Austrian line. Now, the real question is, Liechtenstein, at least I'm assuming Liechtenstein is going to have a large army of grenadiers. Here we go. This could be Hiller. That is a lot of infantry. Wow. And they are by this LSC. We'll see what Messena does. Messena may pull back from that. He does not want to get involved. If that's Hiller or Liechtenstein, does not want to take that fight. I wouldn't want to take that fight, quite honestly. And, well, let's see. Liechtenstein has 1,400 men. Hiller has 2,420 men. Both have very large armies. But Hiller has the larger army, with Johann being the largest corps with 2,500, and of course Eugen having 28, almost 2,900 men in his corps as the Italian. But here we go. I think we're going to see our first meeting between the Austrians and French here by this LOC. You have line infantry. I think it's actually like a light infantry unit pushing towards this LOC. Will the skirmishers take this first, or light infantry? We have horse artillery setting up. Maybe they're going to try to focus down some cavalry. Either way, yeah, skirmisher is not going to pair up well against any kind of non-skirm unit that may try to rushing for this house. And horse artillery, as cavalry starts getting involved here, skirmishers have taken it first. Probably not the unit you want defending a house. Maybe they're going to pull out the skirmisher and put line infantry in, but here we go. Austria is rushing for this house, also sending in cavalry. Going for skirmishers. And the counter volley from light infantry, gonna throw back that cav unit, probably break them. Yep. And we are starting to see the funneling happening. Yeah, we do have some fire being put down by Austria into France. We do have Davout. He's gonna be going for that flank for Austria, at least for the moment. Look at that formation set up. Austria's gonna have to watch out for that. More Austrians getting positioned. Oh, they took it. Yep, Austria has taken it. We'll see what France does. More Austrians forming up here. Look at this push. And light infantry not going to be able to give a volley. The skirmishers are trying to, or the cavalry trying to push them back as Austria forms up in a, looks like they're going for the offensive here. We do have more infantry and cavalry clashing here. Austrians lose that line. More cavalry cycling in, trying to stop the French while their lines push up. Look at this Austrian push here. France scrambling. The Senna getting maybe involved, as well as Eugen. And France actually pulling back from this town. France is not formed up at all. Austria has a much better line of fire right now than France does. France may not be able to take this. We'll see, but I don't think they're gonna. They're outgunned right now. Yeah, Massena's totally disengaged on this right flank, or I guess they technically are in the center, and Davout's on the right flank. He's going to be going up against some artillery held hill positions. As you can see, more and more artillery setting up. Another 3-gun, I'm assuming at least a 5-pound, no, maybe a 12-pounder, 6-pounder. Actually, stand corrected, maybe 8-pounder, 8 or 12. Either way, that's an excellent position for Austria to hold. Davout's probably not going to want to take that. Over here, Austria still pouring fire. France standing their ground for now, probably trying to get a back line formed up, so he's delaying the Austrian attack as best he can, and now he starts pulling back his lines. Yeah, look at this. They are shaken. France already shaken, even wavering. But they're disengaging, reforming. That's a lot of infantry in this one area. I don't think France has really gotten a plan yet. They're still trying to relocate their corps. You have Lannes. He is pushing to this left side. Massena in the center. Eugen actually pulling back and letting, well, no, he has some of his corps here. Either way, Austria has a very nice line drawn up right now, doing quite well. They are on the offensive right now. France is on the defensive, which means that the Hiller clan is going to get a set of momentum unless France can counterattack this. We do have a cavalry engagement sneaking in on Davout. Caught him napping. Oh, man. Totally snuck in on him. Breaking one, then potentially 2 cavalry units. And horse artillery now going to be in danger. Things definitely looking good right now for the Hiller clan. Canister, maybe? One canister. Okay, that definitely was hurtful. Oh, it causes them to break. Now, is Austria going to commit to another cavalry charge? Over here, still nothing happening, so we're going to keep an eye on this horse artillery. Let's see if they can reload. Oh, that could break both of those Austrian cavalry. And look at this. We have them coming back. Will they win? These guys got hit by canister a second ago. They actually win. Now that may break this French cavalry unit, but these guys may come back. Either way, a save for Davout. Thankfully, his horse artillery did quite well. Reloading and firing quickly. You know those guys would be sweating. Like, man, we almost died. Alright, so we have France reforming. So far, guys, it seems like the coalition has a little bit better. So far, they have had the most small and little victories to start off this fight. Of course, we will see how things go down. And keep in mind, right now, by LOC rules, I do believe it's dead even. It's dead even, technically. We'll see. Look at all this massive infantry. And you notice, guys, I mean, France, yeah, they're starting to probe a little bit, but I was like, they're kind of just standing there, but maybe they're trying to reform their lines still. They're trying to get line on the flank, trying to drop their lines and figure out where they're going to push here. They technically don't have to actually push. If they swing around and take this LOC and then hold this left, they could win just by LOC victory. The French can stay defensive if they wanted to. Do they want to? Yeah, that's the debate. Like, a lot of people talk about the need to be aggressive to attack. If somebody are like, nah, if you have a good strong defense position, hold it, you know? And I can see the argument for both. Sometimes if you have strong artillery positions, you have good terrain favoring you, and you are keeping very active with your scout cav, you can stand in a defense position so long as you're matching the enemy's movements. The thing I'm wondering here, as you see France has this left side, did Austria switch to consolidate, or did they send troops down this road to this LOC? Now, of course, you can see Lannes has their cavalry spread out a little bit, but Austria could have troops sneaking around the side of the map. And if they take this one pointer, then the French have to take something somewhere. The most realistic push, if they want to take another LOC, would be this LOC right here. But as of right now, they don't need to. Now, Austria may engage them because Austria does need an LOC. And realistically, where Austria maybe should attack, where the French are weakest, of course, they can't see it. But this one pointer may be the best place to push. Obviously, okay, yeah, you see they lost their artillery. I think, and this is not to talk or throw shade towards any player about how they play, because I am terrible at this game. I really am. But so far, I think Davout may be the weakest person to attack. Like I said, I'm not trying to say they're a bad player. I don't think they are. But I don't even know who this actually is. But they may be the ones who can get distracted the easiest. I mean, they lost their cavalry, you know. Again, I don't want to make it sound... I've lost my cavalry like that all the time. Where my cavalry's sitting there and I'm looking somewhere else, doing something else, and all of a sudden I look over and, oh, my cav's gone. Like, they charged it and I didn't even notice. Because this battle is so much about multitasking. But not only do I think this is where they'd attack, because I think the Austrians feel confident. If they were able to sneak and get that cavalry, they may think, oh, wow, we could sneak another attack in. Maybe they won't notice. But also the artillery's focusing down this road. And if they're focusing a lot of artillery here, maybe they're trying to soften up the distance so they can then swing around the hill and attack, pushing from a position of strength with this artillery. Look at them. They're driving back the French. Now, of course, the Austrians could be trying to focus down this area. Maybe this is where Hiller is. Maybe this is where Liechtenstein is. I'm throwing a lot of what-ifs because I don't know what's happening. And Davout may do quite well in this defense. They have the terrain and the LOC to defend their lines. They may do quite well. They have skirmishers spread out in front to, you know, focus down the enemy. Of course, you got to watch out for enemy cavalry charging you, as he has no cavalry to defend that skirmisher line. He can still use his skirmishers to counter cavalry, but you have to be on your toes. And you can see there's cavalry just chilling here, probably waiting for the right chance to focus down some skirmishers. And the artillery's driving back. Davout's skirms already. What also, of course, because I'm still spitballing here, trying to figure out what the Austrians are doing. They could be having their artillery massed up here, focusing on Davout, causing him to hunker down, in focusing the majority of their corps right here in the center. Let Hiller and Liechtenstein spearhead an attack directly into the French center. That would be amazing, because it is so risky to commit your strongest corps. I mean, great risk, great reward. It's the strongest corps you have, right, for Austria. So if they did hit this, even despite the massive reserve lines that France has, if they manage to cause enough units to start breaking, they can do a chain route and break one of the largest French corps. And they may also go for a softer approach here, just standing, shooting, forcing them back. They have the shooting stats on the French. They have them dead to rights when it comes to the infantry stats in comparison. Okay, larger units, almost the same, if I'm not mistaken. Now I could be totally wrong, but I believe they have really good shooting stats. And they have a larger unit size. Now France is pulling back. Obviously, you can see they're starting to really get knocked down here in that volley, but they're pulling back the artillery fire in on the Austrian line, and Austria's pulling back because they don't want that smoke. They don't want that artillery fire. They also could be reacting to this flank on the right here, getting attacked. Because you have those skirmishers from Lannes pushing forward here. It's a nice defensive position for France, though. I'll say it. It's a beautiful position. This is a more realistic attack that France can make, I think. The cavalry engagement here, Dragoons. Oh, the LOC though can make this a very risky attack for France. Eugene may not win this one. Oh, I say that as Austria's cavalry. Nah, see, they have infantry support. Yeah, you want to get away from that LOC, away from infantry that can be pouring in on the flank. Oh, they burn break. Nice, actually. Well, we'll see. France is winning no cav engagements.
Our men are running, sir.
We're winning 0. Here we go, though. I sense a bayonet charge going in. Starting off with cavalry. Watch out for that flanking Austrian cav, but they get the one charge off. The infantry rushing forward. Light infantry to start it off, interestingly enough. I would think they would want their line infantry charging. Now, maybe they're going for a volley first, which then that's the perfect line for this. But Austria fires first. More cavalry going in. Where are they going to go? Cuirassiers. And then, of course, we have line infantry. I think they're there just in case the square gets formed. And in coordination, we have them pummeling this Austrian line. Breaking one now. Not an easy fight, though, so far. You see Austria... It's cold to catch up to me. Austria standing their ground. I mean, they're having some morale issues here, but look at this. Those light infantry pushing forward, pouring in the fire. They have a better accuracy, better reload skill, and you know, better shooting stats. Interesting to send in a light infantry unit in melee, but it works. It does the job. Now they took 50% losses. That's a huge loss for light infantry, and they break. But still, the first line of Austrians does break. But is it enough? Because you have reinforcing Austrian lines pushing up in the reserve. And this isn't the mass routing that you would want to see with a commitment of bayonet charges. Cavalry in the rear as well. Cuirassiers, Liechtenstein. This is Liechtenstein. He has the Cuirassiers, and maybe he brought a mixture of Grenadier. Yep. Okay. All right, that's Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein's here. He had not committed his Grenadiers, and he's like, you want a melee? Let's party. Let's rumble. He's ready to throw hands. France pulling back. They pushed back that initial line, but it probably wasn't the results they wanted to see. I mean, it was good in the execution. I will say that. They broke that initial line without, they lost one unit. One light infantry unit, and did it come back? It may have come back. Yeah, it did. It came back. Only 50% losses. I say only. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Davout is... Oh, that is yet another reason why France may get hit on this flank. They just lost their general in this right flank. Man, he tried hiding him too. Oh, poor Sammy. He tried to do what he could. He hid the general behind the ruins, and he got sniped. The only thing I guess he could have hidden was behind here, but what can you do? If they're gunning for your general, if you're not super careful, nothing's gonna save him. That sucks. That's rough. A super big blow to that corps. Now maybe it's time to shift general over or pull Davout into reserve to support maybe, you know, I don't know. Here though, oh my gosh, you have Austria putting the pressure on the center. And look at this, guys. So France did take this initial first line of defense, but it's like World War I, where there's a reserve line and a second set of defenses. It's like the Germans in what? The Battle of the Marne? Which one was it? They had this line upon line of defenses. You broke one trench line, and there was another one waiting. Fresh troops ready to eat your men alive. Give them lead to eat. Nice charge. Dragoons from Asena. Now, of course, Austria is going to try and save this by throwing in their cavalry. Still, the line does break. I'm liking this. France getting a little more aggressive. They are not just sitting back and letting Austria do the slow and steady chewing up of their corps. They are making their stand. Infantry pushing forward now. Austria trying to counter here. Has some lines that are going to try to pour in volleys on the flank of this Dragoon. Oh my gosh. This is an excellent cavalry. Oh, I'm losing my voice. Sorry, guys. Excellent use of that cav unit. Unfortunately, it does break. Interestingly enough, France committing to this LOC. With Austrian lines sitting around and trying to engage the Austrian lines at the same time. This battle's turning into a very deadly fight so far. And the dead are starting to pile up on both sides. You have Grenadiers, the 16th, in for the house. We'll try to get some overhead shots, but also some cinematic shots for your guys' viewing pleasure. Liechtenstein is in the wrong spot for this melee that is starting to roll through with this house. Or is he? Dun, dun, dun. There comes Liechtenstein. Yeah, he's the reserve corps, if you haven't noticed that already. He goes where the fighting is, and everybody else just holds their lines. Very cinematic battle so far, though. My goodness. Oh, they took it. Oh. Is it 50%? It is. Let's see what France does now. I'm assuming they're going to have their melee. There's more Grenadiers stacking up here. They are getting their best melee troops ready. You have Eugene's corps poised and ready in column formation if needed to roll around here. Let's see what Austria is going to do. They have sent in more lines. Now, this could be the Deutschmeister. This could be... Who knows what Austrian unit is committing this house. These grenadiers are tired. They're wavering. They've already fought to take the house. Now they're having to try to hold.
This building has fallen to the enemy.
And this building has changed hands 4 times now. And Liechtenstein's here. So this is going to complicate things for this French attack. And that's what this is. This is a French attack. And there's just line upon line of Austrian reserves. Of course, that goes the same for the French. And historically, I mean, this is a pretty accurate fight. There's a lot of troops on the field, but not all are being engaged at the same time. Okay, we have Davout pushing for the town. He's like, okay, we know Liechtenstein is being committed to this LOC. You can tell by the smoke rising from this building and the heavy smoke of rifle fire and the flashes of muskets. But here we go. Davout committing to an offense. This may be Bellegarde. Who knows? I feel like this is Bellegarde. Or... Nah, this is Bellegarde, I feel like. Or Johann. I don't know who. Maybe Bellegarde's on the right flank. And this is Johann.
Our men are running first.
Yep. Lannes is losing grenadiers. He's lost 2 now. I think he committed a second line, but Austria has thrown them back. Horse artillery getting prepped to maybe, you know, start pouring in some fire. Look at that. It's so gorgeous. Hold on. Wait for this. Ready? Boom. Look at that. Absolutely cinematic painting style fighting here. Ooh, the artillery smacking into Eugen's line. Artillery, I believe, is right here, firing at an angle across the hill. We do have Davout. He has formed up his line. I'm liking this battle so far, by the way. Loving it. Like, no one seems to be getting bullied too much. Both sides keep having small problems coming up that they then address and fix, just to be met with a new problem that they have to fix for both sides. And both sides seem to be handling it quite well. Like right now, France, they needed an engagement that distracted from the center, and they got it here, and they are doing a decent job here. They've caused the Austrians to pull back from this first line, but now is Austria's like, okay, well, our line's getting attacked, what are we going to do? They have reserves, but I think what they did was they just pulled back this line, which created a larger line of fire, and it has slowed down Davout's assault significantly. So France is now pushing up Messina. Messina going in, you can see a lot of his corps pressing in, and so Austria sees that. And what are they going to do? They are going to commit more reserves to this part to meet the French. Like I said, they are matching each other quite well so far in this fight. They are seeing what the enemy's doing and reacting to it. Love it. I love seeing it. And also, this artillery here, not really able to support this fight in the town very well. Potentially, they may have to. I see them already mobilizing one of their artillery pieces. Maybe they're going to push it around to the center. Maybe they'll push it up this hill right here where the cavalry is and pour in some artillery fire. I see the Austrians massing up their columns of infantry. Maybe they'll go for a melee. Either way, now France needs to counter this move. Oh, the artillery, though.
Our men are running first.
Doing beautiful. Now, over here, this fight, not going too well for France. Their skirmisher line's getting thrown back, but their line of infantry has not really been engaged. Still, the skirmishers, they don't want to lose those. This just feels like, I don't have any gauge of what a realistic Napoleonic battle would be like. And this feels like it could be a realistic Napoleonic battle so far. Let's zoom in on this line. Let's see what they're doing here. We have some Carabiniers hiding behind the building, ready to go into melee, potentially. With this line, or flying back and forth. A bloody affair so far. They're in the tree line here. There's the Austrians across the town center. Austria's formed up here as well. hard to see it sometimes. Wow, some buildings have already been leveled by artillery fire here. Hold up, I hear something. Oh, I just barely missed it. Another attack here as Liechtenstein pulled back. France is like, ha, Liechtenstein's gone, let's go again. And that's exactly what they're doing. Lannes going straight in, and this looks to be a more significant breakthrough as they have cut a hole in this right flank. Infantry going in, you start to see the wavering already. Now this cavalry unit, oh, they go for a back charge, it's over. Now they just pull back, he wants to save his cavalry. I think he'll save it. But now line infantry going in, another cavalry unit. Grassier is going to cycle in. Let's see what France does here. Ooh, this is getting good. This is getting good. Unfortunately, this line shooting their own troops in the back a little bit. They were about to break anyway. Probably didn't affect too much. Dragoons trying to disengage here. Liechtenstein. Heavy cav. Going in for the defense. They will be met by some cuirassiers from Lannes. Look at this cav on cav. And line infantry charging in. France starting to carve in a little bit. Leaning into this flank.
Our men are running, sir.
Alright, don't have stuff happen over here. Please, guys. Can you keep nice, even line fight going? Thank you. Alright. Skirmishers trying to slow down. Beautiful square by Lannes formed. Stopping them. More cavalry ready to cycle in. Line infantry now running into the back lines. I do believe we have Liechtenstein's grenadiers. He had them close. More cavalry as well pushing over here. A nice gap. He's using a column with those dragoons to run past all that infantry and cap. In breaks another cavalry unit going for the back lines, actually trying to go for a flank. I would have gone for the line infantry first, I feel like, but it's going to cause units break. But this line infantry could break his dragoons very easily with that volley. Still a nice breakaway. Look at this. He has a beautiful flank. He can cut around here. The center pushing forward in coordination. Eugen throwing his corps forward here. Now it's going to cause some problems as more reserves have to be shipped over. Here's the time for France to put pressure on the Austrian line. I see some units breaking because of that cavalry unit. We may have a melee here against the square formation, or he's going to shoot it. We'll see. We'll have to keep an eye on both sides. Oh, it's starting to heat up here. Cavalry has thrown back. Getting thrown back, I should say. But holding, they are trying to tie up. Austria is trying to tie up the French cavalry, not let them do the quick hitting strikes, but they have to start watching out as Lannes starts pushing troops around, getting flanks on the enemy, on their cavalry. We have grenadiers forming up, getting counter volleys on the cuirassiers. A lot of Liechtenstein's corps now being committed here, but France doing a beautiful job here. They are everywhere. They're all over Austria's business. Over here, breaking happening. Austria having to reform their lines. Davout doing what he's doing a beautiful job of just keeping Austria engaged on this flank. Not doing an insane amount of damage. Let's see how if Austria can save this. Ooh. Alright, they get a charge off. That shot, I couldn't tell. I don't think that was Fim. I think that was good. But Grenadiers counterballing and cavalry. Here goes the answer from Austria. Engaging multiple of Eugen's line infantry, and they start breaking. Cavalry gonna have to reinforce here, but I think Eugen's attack may be getting halted here. Lannes still, though, doing a beautiful job focusing. His cuirassiers still in the fight here, rushing his general forward. I'm seeing wavering from Eugen, though. Not a good sign here, as that cavalry devastated his front line. Now, like I said, he has dragoons that are tying up Austria's cavalry. But I see those Liechtenstein grenadiers fighting hard to hold back the line. It is up to them to hold this left flank right now, guys. You can see Lannes, he's doing an excellent job here. And trying to focus down this cuirassier unit. Fresh cavalry, no, it's tired cavalry. Going in here. Alright. Are they going to go for this LSC or not? That is the question.
Our men are running.
Masséna, Davout have pulled back. I think they're waiting to see what this is. Eugen still has a reserve corps. He's still in it. In it to win it, potentially. Beautiful battle. Beautiful battle so far. In a counter charge, Grenadiers did go for Lannes' line. Did not work. His Crosshaires find they're victorious against those French Crosshaires. They're probably exhausted. Let's see if they can... France will be able to break them just by constantly pouring in volleys, withering volleys as they fall back. We'll see. Either way, ooh, the dead are stacking up here. Look at this. Lannes is almost in the back lines here with cavalry support, forcing Grenadiers into squares. Let's see if how these Grenadiers pull up. Liechtenstein committing more and more of his corps. He's probably committed at least half of his corps in various parts of this line. And here we go. Massena putting pressure now.
The men of
They're trying to strike him in multiple places. And it's even working. Look at the wavering. Oh, the break. The break, guys. Oh, cavalry, though, gonna deal with them. Some dragoons. Oh, beautiful dragoon unit. That will cause them to break. Still, Austria. Uh-oh. The counter charge is going to be devastating on Massena. All right, let's see if things have kind of unmuddied themselves here. Yeah, Liechtenstein's still going in. He is trying to retake the initiative against France here. Doing an excellent job. We do have more dragoons trying to charge in. I'd stay back at this point. If I was using, maybe take a breather. You need a breather. Let Lannes kind of do some pushing. Let Davout do some pushing, and he is. Look at this. I'm sorry, Davout. I'm sorry. I called you the weakest link in this battle. I didn't mean it. No, I was kidding. I didn't actually call you the weakest link. Okay. Don't everybody say that. All right. Come on, guys. Grenadiers here. Ooh. Ooh. Where are they going? Getting countercharged by some Grenadiers. Send in a reinforcing line to fend that Grenadier unit with your life.
Our men are running.
They're just fine. They don't need help. All right. Gosh, that was a brutal volley. Another cav charge? These guys must be tired. Save your cav. Rest him up. You know these are squares here. Might as well rest them up. Don't lose your cavalry. They're wavering. Okay, good. Yeah, you gotta rest your cav up. Let the infantry push. Now, we do have... Actually, well, I don't know if this is Bellegarde or not, but I think it is. He's coming back. His units broke. They're coming back and starting to harass Lannes' flank. And Lannes is actually slowed down quite a bit here. Davout picking up the momentum here with Massena defending his flank. But he is fighting an uphill battle and actually starting to lose troops. Keep in mind, he doesn't have a general. He can't inspire his troops. These are some thick Austrian lines.
The men of fatigue, sir, and must rest away.
Not an easy fight for him at all. Ooh, artillery, nice shot. I hope you guys can form a square, because these don't look too hot. I'm starting to see some exhaustion in the way of units just breaking because they have lost so many men or are just really tired. France is starting to run out of steam, unfortunately. And Austria is holding on. Artillery doing an excellent job here. Nice counter volley, breaking yet another unit. Here, maybe the last final attack Massena can mount here. I mean, Austria is breaking. The artillery was devastating their line. And here we go. We have a lot of light infantry massing up here. Austria has to see this. If they don't, it's bad. But yeah, is these like LeBlancs or whatever they're called? I can't remember what that cavalry unit is called, but They are doing excellent work here. They are just tearing up Massena's right. Here we go. Let's see if Masena has what it takes. Ooh, that's not good. Look at that. Liechtenstein's going on the offensive again. Oh, wait. Is this a general? Artillery. Okay, they're going for artillery pieces. But anyway. Oh, look at the 18th going in. French are getting cycle charged by Austrian cavalry here. The right side with Davout, he's kind of have to slow down his attack because he does not have the men to take it. He doesn't have the cavalry to take this either. He can't rush that infantry or else he will die. And shooting it, it's definitely going to die. Oh, wow. This Austrian unit may finally be wavering. Grenadiers ready to plug in that gap. Oh, yeah, there's the counter charge. And the wavering. Oh my goodness. Liechtenstein is starting to win this. Absolutely starting to win this. Oh wow, France broke him in the center. Look at this. They finally broke him. How did they... Okay, they did not complete this grenadier unit yet. They may not, but wow, they actually had a breakthrough here, and the cavalry's gonna have to rush in to plug that gap. This LOC is still held by Austria. That's insane. Bet you that's one of Hiller's corps in there. And that's going to cause some morale issues. They get shot. The French is getting shot in the back during this whole fighting. Looks like France is pulling back now, guys. Look at this. They are pulling back. This would be realistically in a fight where, for France, if it was real life, they probably would pull back. They'd be like, we're not winning this. Like, Austria's line is still unbroken. After trying, you know, all day to break this line, it's not working. The losses have been heavy on both sides, though. A victory for Austria, but, you know, yeah. And, oh, I forgot to mention this one pointer. Yeah, Austria has the most LOCs. They have 6 to the French 5, so they will win by LOC victory without needing to push. Now, maybe they will push. Maybe they'll feel ready to. I mean, I feel like Austria could win this just by hitting the French really hard for us a little bit. I mean, you look at over here. Lannes is going out in style here. Oh, please somebody can form a square. They only have enough men too. They don't. Oh my gosh. That's not a fight. That's a massacre.
Our men are running, sir.
Form a square. Form a square. Why did they form a square? You form a square. Oh, you can't form a square either, can you? This one cavalry unit is cleaning up the side of the field, but you know, that's still insane amount of death and destruction. Oof! Like, look at that. All right, here we go. This is a better picture of what it was like. My God. It doesn't get better, it gets worse. Over here.
Our men are running, sir.
Man. Alright, well, you know, unless France is going to re-engage here, I think they're going to pull back. Which will mean this will be a Hiller victory, oddly enough. I think I see the Hiller clan play this one corps a lot. This Austrian corps. I don't think that's a coincidence anymore. Yeah. 8 minutes remaining. I don't think the French have what it takes to take another LOC. It's a close fight, though. It was a close fight, guys. The French were so close. If this breakthrough on the right had worked just slightly better for them on that second attack, that big attack, if Liechtenstein hadn't been there, what if they'd committed in the center and forced Liechtenstein to throw in his core at the same time attacking here? Would it have changed anything? Who knows? I mean, pretty soon after they attacked here, just not as ferociously as this attack was. I would say Lannes and Eugene had a pretty good attack going, especially Lannes. Like, he had a beautiful breakthrough, pushing around the flank. It came so close to breaking the Austrians. It was a good game. That was an excellent attack. So close. Yeah, I think Austria's just going to stay back. It is a tournament after all. They don't need to win this battle by anything but the time limit. I mean, they have taken some losses too. I mean, Austria, I mean, as you'll see with the kills, France put up a fight. They got some good kills. I think the only one who didn't get a whole lot of fighting was Davout, and I mean, he lost his general, which weakens your attack to begin with, but then, you know, he pushed up here, pushed a little bit. For the little attacking he did, he got a lot of kills. For the small attack he did do, but then, I mean, he couldn't make this attack. I don't know if you guys saw, but his units began just dropping insanely quickly. Like, he pushed up, and Austria had something over here, maybe artillery as well, but they had something that was just shredding up this flank, and it began causing the whole attack to just fail. So he pulled back, let them go into the attack here, distracting this Austrian corps, forcing him to stay, but yeah. Now, did Davout losing their general affect the game outcome? I don't know. Did it affect this attack? I'm not even sure, honestly. Davout didn't have a lot of cavalry, I don't think, to begin with. And cavalry may have been what was needed in the town, but it's a town, so who knows? Cavalry could have been the worst thing for the town. And I don't think they even planned on Davout being the main attack. Obviously, this flank they pushed twice. I think they thought this was the angle to attack. And it almost was the perfect place to attack, so I will give props to Liechtenstein for being a nice support, being able to plug in and where needed to hold. Grenadiers and choosing death, man. Oh my. Oh. How's the officer alive? He's gonna die. There he is, there he is. He's dying. There's no way he lives. There's no way. Any second now. Oh, maybe he will. Wow. That was disastrous. Uh-oh, he's gonna die. Oh, he's gonna die. Yep. Oh, that was right in the end. Getting run down by cavalry and sabred. Oh, wait a second. This is France's last ditch ever. They are going for this LOC, guys. If they take this, it switches in favor of the French again. Holy cow. Austria needs to repel this. If they want to win this, they need to pull us back. They can't win. They can't lose this now. Okay, the cavalry charge to save the day. That's going to shatter this front Austrian or French line. And this may be, with it may die the last hopes of the Napoleonics to take this field. Oh man. I should have gone for attacking the guys inside the house first, but oh, did they break the cavalry? They did. I mean, come on, France. You can do it. Just gotta charge, like melee these guys who are in the house. I bet you it's the Deutschmeister in the house. That's my guess, just because they held on so well. The Deutschmeister are a very, very good unit. Oh, is this a general? Is this Liechtenstein? Uh-oh. Where is he? Where is he? These generals they're going for? Is France getting some retribution? Are they gonna kill him though? Nope. Oh, they broke 2 generals. That probably felt a little good. Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna hit the fast forward button. I think this is an attempt by France, but it's running low on so much.
This building has fallen to the enemy.
Oh no. The Austrians. Okay, it's over. Yeah, it's over. France has lost. Even if they take this one, it's over. Austria went around, snuck around, bamboozled, whatever you want to call it. But still a good game, guys. You know, this is a good game. What is it, like 26 minutes remaining? Or seconds? Sorry, not minutes. Seconds. I enjoyed this replay, despite, you know, it was a good one. Let's see who this was. Lannes. Oh, he's the one who put up that nice attack. You can see got some good kills with several of his units. But anyway, let's put the results here so you can see a Hitler victory, and we have the Hitler clan. You have Met playing as Johann. You got 1673 for the kills. You have D. Jokdal with 1254 for the kills. He was playing who was he playing? Bellegarde. Got 1254 for the kills. Rambo as Hitler with 1723, the most kills I think of anybody. You have Nomis playing as Liechtenstein, 789. On the other side, Argens as Massena with 1231. Casual, 841. He was playing the Eugen. You have $sign with 1544 for the kills as Lannes. And you have Sammy Jojo playing as Davout with 689. So, better kills, of course, for the Austrians than for the French. But still, some pretty good kills on both sides, I would say. And obviously that was, in my opinion, a very, very beautiful battle. I mean, there were some excellent pushes, some excellent matching of, you know, various moves that were made. It was like a chessboard. You know, they'd make a move and you have to counter that move. And then, you know, they make a move, you counter it. You know, it was beautiful. I liked it. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that battle. And until next time, you guys have a great day. Stay safe, and I will catch you all in another video.